Very good morning. Now, former detective turned whistleblower Maggie Oliver was presented with the prestigious Icon Award at the annual Shining Stars Ball on Friday.
This was to mark her fantastic efforts to expose the Rochdale grooming scandal against all the odds back in 2012, as well as her continued efforts to support women from all walks of life.
About time too. Maggie was also commended for providing emotional support and legacy advocacy for over 4,000 adult survivors of sexual abuse and rape through her charity, the Maggie Oliver Foundation.
Well, she joins us now, former Detective Constable, of course, Maggie from Greater Manchester Police and Rochdale. Maggie, congratulations. When I saw the awards yesterday, your name leapt out from the page and I thought, my God, long overdue, well done. Do you feel it's recognition long overdue?
Hi, Andrew. Hi, Bev. Nice to be here. It makes a change, actually, for me to be here smiling.
Yeah.
Usually banging that drum, aren't I? I'm really proud to have got it because it was, it's not just me, it's all the work that we're doing at the Maggie Oliver Foundation, you know, the legal advocacy, the emotional support. And it's nice to be, you know what the nicest thing is? That people know about the work that we are doing. And, you know, I'm always introduced as, you know, somebody who resigned over the Rochdale grooming scandal. But the work now at the foundation, whilst grooming gangs and abuse of those girls is still a big part of our work, you know, we help survivors of any sexual abuse. So, you know, one rape or somebody who's abused in the family or by a teacher. But we tend to pick up that's, you know, our own events, our fundraising event ourselves. And to get this from Girls Out Loud, you know, they kind of, they start this journey with young women, with girls. Before we become involved, we tend to pick up the pieces when the education, when the information and children being protected falls down. You know, Girls Out Loud, they provide big sisters for little sisters. So they go into schools and they educate young girls to try to prevent them falling through the gaps and becoming abuse victims. You know, my work is about picking up the pieces when it's far too late to prevent it. So to get this award from them and to go to the event, which was really lovely. And, you know, the award, you've just shown it. Coincidentally, my dress matched the star as well. I didn't know.
Maggie,
always stylish.
Is part of the problem still the police is still very male-dominated, very blokish? Is that part of the problem?
Yeah, I still think there is a lot of misogyny around. For me, a big part of the problem is them still not acknowledging the failures. And, you know, the public know the criminal justice system is broken. And, you know, I often say now, everybody watched the Alan Bates against the post office, and it exposed how these organisations will go to any length to cover up their wrongdoing. And that's what I've experienced in my journey over the past 12 years through the criminal justice system. You know, the complaints procedure is completely unworkable. It's not independent. It doesn't work. There's no accountability. And unless we see accountability, I don't think we will get the changes that we need, and children will continue to be abused. And actually young women, it's not just children, it is any victim of sexual abuse that we see every day doesn't receive the service that they are entitled to. And it's very much a postcode lottery as to what kind of service they get. There are some really, really good police officers. You know, I was a good police officer, but there's a lack of training, there's a lack of investment, there are not enough police officers there, the courts are overwhelmed, the prisons are full, the legal system is on its knees, and we need an acknowledgement of that. And an award like this helps to keep it in the spotlight. It helps to raise awareness. It keeps the conversations going. And Girls Out Loud are doing phenomenal work in schools. I hope quite often they show the drama Three Girls that I worked on, because that opens up the conversation. It prepares them for the dangers that lie out there. And the best form of protection is for them to know what the dangers are. We pick up the pieces when those kids unfortunately fall between the gaps and become victims themselves.
Maggie, do you ever get contacted by politicians or those in power, MPs, to say to you, come and see me, let's have a coffee, tell me what I need to do?
I have had those meetings. And actually, Bev, it's really interesting that you asked that question today, because at 1 o'clock, I've got my first one-to-one meeting with the Chief Constable of Greater Manchester Police. And that's, I've been calling for this. We do have we have regular meetings now with GMP, and I have to say that we are making some progress. We've met, we have got contacts with some really good senior officers who seem to be on our page, and I know that if they do work with us, we can change things. But it's again very hit and miss. Anybody who saw the Channel 4 documentary To Catch a Copper would have been shocked. Well, I mean, I'm not shocked, but it was horrifying to see what can go on behind closed doors, and it's often hidden.
Maggie, if they offered you a seat in the House of Lords, would you take it?
No.
Why not? We need women like you. We need strong women making decisions on behalf of others.
Because I think I can use my voice far more effectively by telling the truth to the public, because I do think it is public power, it's people power that will change things, and raising awareness, being able to say exactly what the truth is without it being
political
limited.
In some ways.
Yeah, I'm not political. If I'll call out the Conservatives, the Labour, I want victims to get to be dealt with compassion, with empathy. I want communication. It's not about a conviction. It is not about. It's about how they're treated through that journey. And when you know that on less than 2 in 100 reported rapes ever reaches court, 98, and every one of those victims needs to be listened to.
We've run out of time, Maggie. The clock's against us. Congratulations on your award. Good luck at your meeting this lunchtime. Keep banging those heads together.